The birth of Christ. What a beautiful thing to know and to experience. We're going to talk briefly about the birth of Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is also known as the last Adam. Sometimes, to know about one particular thing, we need to reference another particular thing. So if there's a last Adam, there has to be a first Adam. So in order to know more about the last Adam, it might be wise to look at the first Adam. So since we're talking about the birth of Christ, then we have to look at the bringing forth of the first Adam and the surroundings and what God used with the first Adam to know more about the last Adam, which is Christ. And if we want to know about the person that God used, which is Mary, to birth Christ, then we can also go and look at the person, for lack of better words, that God used to form the first Adam. So let's look at the forming of the first Adam so that we can know more about the last Adam, which is Christ. Now we know that the first Adam was formed of the dust of the ground, and God breathed into him and he became a living soul. Now let's look at the ground, the dust of the ground, the earth itself. At that time, when God brought forth, when he made or he formed the first Adam, what we see then is the earth that God used, was an earth of nothingness, an earth that became empty, an earth that was void, an earth that was depressed, an earth, for lack of words, was in a so-called fallen state, an earth that was surrounded by evil, was surrounded by darkness, an earth that had evil on it, an earth that had evil in it. So the earth was in an imperfect state, yet it was perfect to bring forth the first Adam. So just like with Mary, an imperfect Mary brought forth a perfect Christ.